follow-up to the Blackburn Rovers Charlton game is on, folks, and today we've got a Charlton fan with his point of view of the opening game of the season, and he's coming right at you next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. This time we are hearing from opposition supporter from Charlton, and we'll get his verdict in just a second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, world football related. We're going to all hear under one roof skis. So that's right, folks, we are joined right here, right now, hot off the press, by Lewis Stubbs. He is a big-time Charlton supporter, and he's with us on Skype. So for my small corner of the YouTube audience, if you don't mind telling me a little bit about you, why on earth you support Charlton Athletic?
Yes, so hi guys, I'm Lewis Stubbs. I'm a massive Charlton Athletic fan. A lot of people do ask me that question, why do you support Charlton? Because I live in an area full of people that support the top 6 Premier League teams like Man United, Chelsea, all that. But to be honest, I support Charlton because they're my local team. Like, I live about 4 miles away from there, and to be honest, I think everyone should. Like, at the end of the day, supporting a team is, and especially supporting a local team, is something that's close to your heart, and I think that's the best thing to do. Plus, as well, it's in my family, so yeah, it's probably brought down on me, but yeah, I wouldn't support any other team for that. I just think it's the right thing to do, to be honest. So yeah.
Yep. And yeah, it's been a couple of seasons out of the second tier, but you guys are back, and I think you at least deserve to be at this level, if not higher. Because I remember you back in the days in the Premier League under Kerbishley and all that. I thought you guys were always decent, always knocking on the door as well to hang around. But unfortunately, yeah, the football is a funny old thing. We've been there like you guys, dropping down the third tier and all this. So yeah, welcome back to the chat. It's going to be a scrappy old season.
Amazing, yeah.
Yep.
So buzzing. Couldn't stand League One. Thank God we're back.
Well, I was watching with a sort of envious, not envious, but I didn't want Sunderland to go up. I was like, oh come on boys, I was cheering for Charlton because they're all very cocky and they thought they were going to walk the league and all this.
Yeah, they was saying throughout the whole season, oh, we're gonna absolutely romp the league. This would be too easy for us, and just to win over on the final day, especially after they beat us on the first game of the season, similar circumstances, it was bittersweet. It was amazing.
Okay, so let's focus back on this season, brand new season. Transfer window is still wide open, and Charlton have been a little bit active. But for you, who's been so far? Who do you think is going to be your signing of the season?
I think our business has been okay. Like, we probably could have brought in maybe a few more because our squad is quite threadbare at the moment. Like, we have only got about 17 players, which obviously isn't really enough because in the Championship you need a big squad because it's obviously a very tough season, very physically demanding. Other teams in the league are very, very good compared to obviously what it was like in League One. Mm-hmm. But I think the best signing for us, although he's never played in the Championship before, I think it'd probably be Chuck Sanike because obviously he was in League Two last season, but he scored about 19 goals for a player who's predominantly a centre attacking midfielder, but he moved to as a striker. But he's a big physical boy, very, very big muscular. He's a presence on the pitch, and he's very quick and very strong. And he's started in pre-season, he's shown that he's a pretty decent player. Mm-hmm. And I think he could be quite a handful for a few teams this season. So, okay. And obviously bringing back players like Ben Parrington, who was very key to us going up last season, and bringing back Championship experience and Ben Amos. But yeah, I think for me, probably Chuck Sanike.
Okay, I'm gonna chuck a curveball at you now. What about Macaulay Bonne? I like the look of him at Leyton Orient, and you guys snapped him up. And I didn't hear any rumours of Blackburn getting involved, but I would have loved to have snapped him up because he looks a good, promising player.
A good shout as well. I think obviously him scoring plenty of goals in the National League, and obviously him still being quite young, I was very excited by us signing him because he's definitely a promising player who could potentially be a very good Championship striker.
Yep. Yeah.
And I knew a few other Championship clubs were after him, but I think for now he'll probably just be a backup. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he'll make too much of an impact. Obviously, if he does, that'd be amazing. But I think he's more of a player for maybe another 2 or 3 years' time. But yeah, it's a good signing. I think he could also be very good for us.
Good value for money, I think there. Okay, so my knowledge of Charlton is not the greatest, but you, as you said, been in a bit of a slightly active transfer window. But come match day, who's going to be the danger man for Charlton, whether it is Anike or was it going to be someone else, maybe pulling the strings in the middle of the park?
I think I think probably everyone from probably outsider's point of view, it'd probably be Lyle Taylor, because obviously last season he was so important for us going up. He scored 25 goals in all competitions and also laid down 13 assists, which obviously is very good for a striker. And I think he's one of those players that just doesn't stop running. He just keeps running up and down the pitch, chasing down every ball, always backing into defenders. To be honest, if I was a defender playing against Lyle Taylor, I'd hate to play against him. He's just one of those nasty strikers that you just hate to play against. And I think he could definitely be a danger man. But also Johnny Williams as well, who thankfully we was able to get back on a new contract. He's definitely a player that can pull the strings, because just how good he is on the ball. He's definitely a championship player. And I think him and Lyle Taylor will probably be the two danger men for us during that game.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately you're not the manager, just like me, not the manager of Rovers, but if you could pick your starting 11 for Saturday's game, who would it be?
I think our starting lineup for the game against Rovers, I think it'd be tough, I think, between Dylan Phillips and Ben Amos for goalkeeper, because Dylan Phillips was obviously our first choice goalkeeper last season, did very well as well, establishing himself as the number one. But obviously Ben Amos coming back, championship experience. I think I'll probably start Dylan Phillips, because he was just so good for us last season, and I think we should keep him as number one. So I'd have him in goal. A left back, there's only one player we can really play because Lewis Page is injured. So Ben Purrington left back. The two centre backs, I'd have Jason Pearce as the captains. He's also very championship experienced. Tom Lockyer is the other centre back, who we signed for Bristol Rovers. I think he could be quite a good signing for us. So him. Anthony Dick Stewart right back. We'd have, I think, Deji Oshilaja, a player we signed the other day from Wimbledon, as sort of a holding midfielder, or possibly as a third centre-back, because sometimes we play either five at the back with three centre-backs, or we play a holding midfielder right in front of him. I think he'll play there. I think Darren Pratley and Jake Forster-Caskey will be the other players as the two other centre midfielders. Then I think Johnny Williams will play just in front of them as a sort of like a number 10. And then I think it'll be Chuck Sanike and Lyle Taylor up front.
Alrighty, okay. But there's still, obviously, we've yet to kick a ball, but everyone's got their predictions for their own clubs. So what is your expectations for Charlton this season? Where do you think you're going to end up?
To be honest, I'm expecting a very tough season, because obviously we've just come up. Our squad is, our squad on paper, outsiders probably would look at our squad and probably say it probably is the weakest in the league. And I can understand why people think that, because obviously we haven't got too many standout players at championship level, but I think we can stay up. A lot of people are predicting us to go down. I can see why, but I think it's going to be a long, hard season, but I think we're just going to stay up. I'm going to say 21st.
So if I margins, then there are, not necessarily. I think you guys have got the momentum. Obviously, you got the positivity from last season. That's going to carry you forward a little bit. And there's a lot of clubs right now. I think they've got a lot of turmoil behind the scenes. I did a prediction quite recently, and I wrote off the likes of Sheffield Wednesday and Birmingham. And I think I actually got Charlton to stay up. So I think that I can see a lot of people's point of view tipping Charlton, Barnsley, Luton to go down. But I think I've actually called that all three, in my eyes, will stay up in one way or another. But anyway, so what else have I got for you now? Okay, so if you had we're going to take a broader look at the Championship. I want to get your opinions on this. So who you think the top, the three teams that will go up this season, and the three teams that will go down. So your tips for the top and the tips for the drop.
So for the tips at the top, I believe that this year, obviously Leeds last year, obviously bottle promotion, and probably shouldn't have. They probably should have gone up because they was up the top for most of the season. I believe this year they're going to do it. I think they'll probably win they'll win the league. Then second, I think it'd be Fulham, because they've just come down. They had quite a good run at the end of last season, so I think they'll carry that on. And obviously they've signed some pretty decent players in Cavallero and Knockout, so I think that they'll go up with Leeds in automatics. And I think in the playoffs, I think it's going to be West Brom. I think because obviously last year they got into the semi-finals, lost to Villa in penalties. I just think with also Slaven Bilic coming in as well, I think they're going to win the playoffs. And to go down, I don't think any of the three promoted teams will go down. I think all three of us will stay up. Like Barnsley, Luton and us, I think we'll all stay up. But going down, I think Birmingham, I think they're obviously a club in quite turmoil at the moment. Obviously, losing Gary Monk and losing a big player in Che Adams, I think they're just going to really struggle this year, and I can see them going down. I also see Wigan going down because, of course, they lost a very key player in Nick Powell to Stoke, and also Reece James going back to Chelsea. He was very, very good for them last season. I can't see Wigan staying up this year. I just think last year their home form was massive in them staying up. I just don't think they're going to do that this year. And then the last team, finally, I think is going to be Reading. I think most people probably think they're going to stay up, but obviously they've got a good manager, but I don't know. I just think with all the financial stuff that's going on there as well, like they haven't got much money to spend on players. I just don't think they're going to stay up this year. I just think those three go down.
Not bad shouts. Not bad shouts indeed. I do rate their manager Readings. I cannot stand Wigan, so I'm all for them going down. Birmingham, they're a bit of a horror show right now. So they're not bad shouts. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a magic wand now, and you're going to cast it over the Championship. You could take just one player from anywhere in the league. Who would you take, and then make him a Charlton player for the season?
Ooh, that's a tough one because there are a lot of very good players in the Championship, and I could probably name a good few I'd have in Charlton's team because there's just so many good players. I think decent shouts who are possibly having our team. Calvin Phillips would be a good shout to come in our team. Very good defensive midfielder, obviously attracting interest from the Premier League. I wouldn't mind him in our team, but I wouldn't say he'd be the main one. Bradley Dack from Blackburn, I think, could be a pretty decent player. Obviously,
that one's void. You can't take that one. Sorry, you can't have that one.
Yeah, obviously, no. I'm obviously Bradley Dack's a very good player. I think he's key to you.
Yes.
Said Ben Rama from Brentford's a pretty decent shout as well. He's obviously attracting interest from the Premier League and all, but for me, it's probably going to be Neil Maupay, Brentford.
Decent shout.
He's such a good striker. He's guarantees you at least 15 goals a season, and for our team especially, we need that big time. Mm-hmm. So if we was able to get him, obviously I know that never happened, but I'd just love to have him in my team.
It'd be surprising if he's there. I think at the start of the season, I think still a lot of clubs sniffing around.
I think it's like Sheffield United, Aston Villa. Some of them are sniffing around him. So
and Brentford has spent a bit of money, so they need to balance them books. I think. So. If they keep a hold of him, it could be their year. You never know. Okay, so we're going to cut straight to the chase now. The money question. It is. Form goes out the window. Brand new season. What's the final score going to be Saturday? Ewood Park.
I think it's going to be a tough game for us because I think you lot are a pretty decent side. I think you lot can have quite a good season this year, and you've got some good players. And I think some of the business you've made, I rate some of your business. I think bringing in players like Bradley Johnson, bringing back Sam Gallagher, I rate that business. I think that's quite good. Yep. I think it's going to be a pretty close game because I think we're going to be up for it because it's our first game back in the Championship.
Agreed.
I think it's going to be 2-1. I'm usually an optimistic person, but I just think this game I don't think we're going to win. I think I'd happily take a draw, but I just think that you lot are going to have too much for us. I think it's going to be 2-1 to Rovers.
I'll take that. But I'll give you a bit of positivity for you. We haven't won an opening game in the season in 10 years, so. I'm hoping we can break that hoodoo. But we've drawn a few and we got beaten a few. So even when we were in League One, we lost. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I think we had the same thing as Sunderland last year. Didn't win a league game opening day of the season for years, and then they beat us. But I just think you guys have too much for us.
Okay. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Lewis. That's going to wrap this baby up. So just give my small following a good wave.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Don't go anywhere.
Subscribe to Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, I love it. Well, my friends, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. But if you're new, smash a subscribe. New videos pretty much every single day. Tomorrow, we're going to get a Blackburn Rovers point of view. Not my point of view, but another Blackburn Rovers fan's point of view here. I'll come here and answer pretty much the same questions, but we'll get a Blackburn spin on it. Now, if you are watching this just out of interest, maybe you are a Blackburn Rovers supporter, or if you're maybe even another Championship club supporter, caught this on the fly. If you want to get involved with your club's action, just like Lewis did today, get involved with me or get in touch down in your comment section down below, or whether it is over, you can pop over on Twitter, follow me over there and DM me that way and get in touch with me and say, hey, you never guess what, I'm a Millwall supporter and I'd love to do a thing with you. So get in touch with me that way. And again, same goes for Blackburn Rovers fans. I'm looking for many Rovers fans. I've got 6 or 7 on the books that have confirmed a few matches, so I'm on the lookout. I'm always on the lookout for more. So if you are interested, get in touch with me again by the comment section or over on Twitter. Anyway, folks, that is it. I'll be back again tomorrow with Ian Herbert will be joining us, Blackburn Rovers supporter, and he'll give us his opinion on the upcoming fixture up against Rovers. And then on Friday, Cash the Cat will be here. Our opening prediction will go live. Give me your thoughts and opinions on what's going to happen against Charlton in your comments section down below. We'll do it all again next week as we lead up to Fulham. Anyway, till then, thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.